Fatima made a decision and Zack got a problem with it. And Angela, your hoeing finna catch up to you because this man is crazy. What's good, y'all? Sugar Sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another ZATIMA video. And in this one, we're doing a breakdown for season 3, episode number 15, titled Everybody Knows. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my ZATIMA content and conversations at any given point. Feel free to jump down in the comment section and share your thoughts and your predictions based on the synopsis. I also have the synopsis written out for you on ericavane.com, linked in the description box down below, so you can read it for yourself if you would like to. And you like to hear it? Here it go. Zack learns that Fatima is trying to teach him a lesson and finds an unpleasant surprise when he returns home. Angela soon discovers that her encounters have been compromised. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Angela because I'm recording this after seeing episode 14. So we have a little bit of idea of the setup and the visuals, right? The man that Angela met at the gym who was pressing up on her, she actually invites him back to her house, which Fatima is right. Stranger danger is real, girl. You need to stop meeting these men at your house. You need to try to meet these people in public places. Nobody got a problem with your hoeing. You want to hoe, go hoe. Go as far as you can go, but be safe about it, right? Right. But you didn't. So you invited this man to your house. He called you the big black woman. And I think he didn't mean that as like big fat woman. I think he meant it as like BBW and like in like the corn. Oh, we can't say porn, huh? The corn, space or whatever. And I think that somebody has recorded her. So some man that she was sleeping with has recordings of her and maybe released it on some type of softcore or like amateur website. And this man saw her, recognized her out and about, recognized her at the gym and was like, oh, you're so-and-so. Oh, I want some of that. So when she invites him over and he's getting all of the ideas in the fields, but then throws him out because he says this, he's thinking that this shouldn't be anything crazy. He's not necessarily a creep in that regard of like just being disrespectful to women, but then she doesn't know that there's all these illicit videos or photos or something from a previous lover out there in the interwebs exposing her. Now we got to see in episode 14, the guy's like, come to the window, because she threw him out the house and he didn't leave. And she's like, come to the window, look at this. And then she looks and she's shocked. And I think that he's just showing her some of herself, maybe in the nude or exposed or something with her past lover. And that is the thing that is compromised, the encounters that is compromised. And that sucks. Like, revenge porn is like some of the lowest things that you can do. It's quite literally disgusting that somebody would violate a woman's privacy, or a man, like anybody. If you are two consenting adults to this particular act and you decide to expose somebody unbeknownst to them and without their consent, you are a trifling ass individual. And I hope that Angela is able to get down to the bottom of who actually did this, who actually exposed her like this, and she can clean up as much as she can and she can heal, because this is definitely going to be, if the whole advice from Fatima and the shaming from Fatima, because Fatima was being hella judgmental, I don't have a problem with her dating multiple men, but I definitely think that this is going to be a trigger to make her pull back and be less out there now that she is exposed to a person who could violate her in this way. And personally, while I don't like this for women to experience, I'm appreciating them putting it on the show and this being her storyline, because there's a little bit of meat to this. Like, women experience this on the regular. Like, I still think about photos that I sent to this guy and I'm just like, Lord. At the time we were dating, like I had like just started my blog and I just started getting popping. I was going back and forth to New York and like I wasn't famous at all. Like, I'm known in certain circles, but other than that, not really. And I dread, y'all, I dread the day that those pictures pop up somewhere if he decides to be a trifling ass Negro. Okay, I dread it. So again, this is a very real storyline, and it gives a little bit of meat to Angela's storyline, some consequences for a little bit of unsafe practices. So it could kind of become a little cautionary tale, because unfortunately, women, we got to be able to look out for ourselves. We got to protect ourselves. There's a lot of men who are out here preying on the insecurities of women, preying on the sexual liberation of women, preying on just so much and exploiting us versus supporting us and uplifting us and protecting us. So I think that this is going to be a very interesting conversation, and I like this coming to the show. Now, the Zack learns that Fatima's trying to teach him a lesson. It's just that Zack learned that she didn't move heaven and earth to get him out of jail that night, which is no different. Like, if she would have called somebody, she still would have got you out the next day the same way that they got you out the next day. But the fact that she went to the gym and went to work and still wasn't paying no mind, I like it. I love this era of Fatima standing on business. And to me, Zack is just proving that he didn't mean it. He's not remorseful. He would not reconsider his decisions. He would not think a little bit better or think a little bit deeper before acting rashly in the future if something like this popped up. Because if you had, then you would be more easily able to empathize and have grace for Fatima being caught between a rock and a hard place yet again, based off of some circumstances that you put her into. She is only having to deal with these things because of her relation to you. And now you want to try to get a chip on your shoulder because she didn't come running to your beck and aid. Meanwhile, you're not down there. You're not on death row. You're not even in Gen Pop. You down at the local damn jail in your own cell, just sitting there with your thoughts. But see, that's the T. You can't fathom just sitting there with your thoughts. You can't fathom being stripped down from all your little designer stuff, your this, your that, your drip, and just being able to sit with yourself because you know that you're a trash ass individual, Zack, and you struggle with that. The quiet in your mind, that shit is nerve wracking. It's probably grating because you don't have anything of substance up there and you're just battling with all these demons that you refuse to let your therapist excise. So now we're making it seem like it's just you were sentenced to damn death because Fatima ain't come run trying to pull your ass out of there, when at the end of the day you need to be mad at the cops. They made the wrong decision. They the ones who dropped the ball and said that this man was dead and he's not actually dead. It's miscommunication there. If Zack tries to hit Fatima with any type of smoke, he is just going to prove her point, and also, to me, give her further reason to not want to re-enter this relationship. It might be time for them to go their separate ways. And I get so many comments of like, if they break up, then what's going to happen to the show? Y'all do realize that the show can still go on and they not be together, right? Because Zack and Fatima, whether y'all want to believe it or not, are two separate people. And yes, you can have the ZATIMA name, but the name could really just be speaking to the life and times of these people. Like, let's not be willfully obtuse. I think Fatima is realizing a lot in this particular time and space of the series, and I love that she's opening up her eyes. And the fact that Zack is not seeing that he's walking right back into his toxic habits by getting this chip on his shoulder and having an attitude with Fatima. If he was trying to grow, if he actually felt the way, if he had grown at all from this particular incident, he would be able to go home to that duplex, say, I am uncomfortable with the fact that you left me in that place, but I understand why you did it. You have gone through hell and high water for me. You have always stepped when I needed somebody to step. So I'm gonna go ahead and forgive you, and I'm not asking for anything because I have already asked for a lot. I would just like you to know that yes, I will make different decisions moving forward, but please don't ever do that to me again. That will be what a mature man within this relationship who's actually thinking about his partner and her well-being, her mental stability and all that. That's what somebody like him would do. But Zack, no, we're going to watch him get out, maybe go to go to Tony's house because Nathan ain't got no goddamn home. Figure out how he going to get back at Fatima. All on some bullshit. Zack love to keep bullshit going. And then when he ends up alone, he going to be wondering why. But this also does say that he winds up going back home, so he finds an unpleasant surprise. I think that this is where we're going to see Leslie and her man kissing. He going to think it's Fatima, and then he going to get mad, and then he going to lay hands on them. Again, you ain't learned a goddamn thing because you still laying hands on people. Let me know what y'all think about the synopsis in the comment section down below. It's your good sis, you gotta talk TV with, again on ericvane.com. You can read it for yourself. I have all of the synopses actually for the rest of the season listed out there. So if you want to get into it and talk about it, you can go check it out over there. But I also have a video for each one. Episode 16 synopsis breakdown is up next.